fellow Brick fanatics, DJ Bricks here, back for another video, and today I have a review for a 2023 Ninjago core set. It is Kai's Ninja Race Car EVO. It is set number 71780. It was recommended for building ages 6 and up. Comes with 94 pieces, and I paid roughly $10 here in the United States. And without further ado, let's start deconstructing the set and see how it stacks up, starting as always with the minifigure. Taking a look at the Kai minifigure, he does come with a gold katana to start out with. But this outfit, it was introduced last year for the core sub-theme here. And it's very nicely done. You do have the gi printed very nicely with all the fire designs and reminiscent of Kai's whole shtick here. The legs there are the dark tannish orange color. Printing does continue on to the legs there, and it is very nicely done. However, it does not wrap around to the sides, but that's okay here. You do have the standard Ninjago hood. I believe that one was introduced with Legacy. It is dual molded with a red and yellow headband there. As you can see, one of the arms is also asymmetrical with that flamish yellow color on there as well. And removing the hood, you can get a better look at his face. It is the same one that they've been using since the Ninjago movie. And then flipping him around to the back, you can see he's got some really nice back torso printing for his gi with the Woo Crew insignia there, as well as the fire continuing around. And then he does have an alternate expression there where he's a little bit more bad already and mad, and you can see that's what that looks like highlighted by the gi. So looking at the set all built up, you do get this nice race car for Kai here. So it does use Kai's color scheme for the core line. It is very nicely designed. It went together pretty quickly, although for a 6 Plus, it does use some little bit of advanced techniques here, especially with the side parts of the car. They are used stunt techniques, but they're not too advanced for little builders. You do have all 3 decorations you see here are stickers. The ones that are a pain here to put on are these ones. I'm not a fan of stickering these parts. They should really print those. And you can see right there you do have a bit of a quality control issue with these flame keyed orange parts. They kind of let the black part beneath them kind of go through. You do have some nice engine detail here as well, with ratchet pieces being used for the engine block, so that is pretty cool. Getting into the EVO function, pretty much the EVO function, if you didn't already know, it's the gimmick of the core line, and pretty much it acknowledges that kids, when they build something, they want to play with it right away. So it does give like a basic build that they can complete right away and go on adventures, and then just come back to the instructions and build add-ons to it to increase playability. So as you can see, the tail, the spoiler here was removed. You do add it on to the vehicle for the EVO system, and with it as well, you just flip the wheels around too. And these are new molds, exclusive to this set currently, but they are very nice and they are nicely molded. They got kind of a rough and tumble kind of traction look to them for like all terrain. So all you do is you just flip them all 4 around, and you're back to where I had at the start of the video, the EVO system. I kind of don't like this. This to me is of the EVO sets I've looked at, this is kind of one of the weaker ones. I do appreciate it for the small scale with the designer. Probably had a limited stuff to work with this, and it does work for a kid, but I just think that this is like one of the more basic versions of this EVO system, and it does kind of work. A kid can grab onto the set, rough and tumble. Just have to watch out for these katanas here that are clipped on. You can actually take them off, give them to your figure for playability, but they're just clipped on there for decoration. To get a figure in here, you do have this nice canopy, and it does cover a lot of the back of the vehicle here, but that just flips open, and inside you do have a single seat with a steering wheel. And Kai just fits in there pretty nicely. However, there is no spot to put the katana, no clips, because the other ones are being used by the ones for decoration. I suppose you can just throw it in here, but I really would have appreciated Lego if they had put in a separate clip or something for it. But it does close up, and it does look pretty nice. And this thing, again, if I was a kid, I would love this thing. It's very playable, it's very colorful, it's very nice and durable. And here are the extra pieces for the set that you should be getting. Just 3 small little parts. So looking at the instructions, you get one small booklet with a now standard cover of the white background with the render on the front here. Cover of the pages, you do get the little thing about paper bags being slowly replacing the plastic ones, as well as how to use the Builder app if you don't want to use the physical instructions. Starting out, they do give you a little cartoon drawing just to spark kids' imaginations for this whole core system. And at 54 pages, you do complete the main build, and then it does have a little artistic drawing sparking some imagination for kids, demonstrating the EVO system, kind of having Kai trying to take his race car through obviously swamp area and the tires getting stuck. So it just goes through and shows you just to flip the tires around, so you'd have better traction. And then putting the spoiler on, so kind of cuts through some of the vines and stuff, and helps Kai get through the swamp. So it's just something to get kids' imaginations going. And then at the back, you do have a cross sell for the entire 2023 core line here. You also have a little advert for the whole Rebuild the World campaign, as well as the parts inventory. And then you have of course, you have the standard product feedback win thing on the back with Ninjago Movie Lloyd sporting at this time. And then taking a look at the box, they did update it for the 2023 wave for a core here. They do have a white background for most of the set. That kind of does help it stand out on a shelf if you're looking at it, so I don't mind it too much. You do have the set specs on the side there. You do have a nice product shot of the set against a rocky terrain there. Of course, at the top you do have the actual size with Kai sporting it, as well as letting you know what figure is in the set. Side of the box, you just have a little shot of Wu with a whole banner gimmick here, although you don't get it in the set. And then in the back of the box, you do have that plain white style that is part of the core aesthetic, and it does explain a little bit of how the EVO function does work. So going into my final thoughts for the set, overall build is very well done, especially for aimed at little kids. It's very durable during play. It's very fun to race around, and everything that you want a car to do, it can do. Only area I think it falls down is well, this is a personal pick of mine, but I always like to see weapon storage on any vehicle, and this set does have like 3 katanas in it, and Kai, if you give them, you don't have a place to store the one that's in Kai's hand, so you can, as I demonstrated, throw it into the driver's seat with him, but I will like to have seen another clip or something, but that's personal nitpick. The other thing is the EVO gimmick here. This is like one of the kind of weaker ones I've seen of this system that Lego developed. It's not bad, it's just not as exciting. It's I suppose it is the best that they could have done with the whole race car gimmick at this price point, but just flipping the wheels around and a spoiler, it's not as impressive as like the other ones with the dragons and all that. Minifigure, it's Kai. It's the one that they include with the core line. He's fine for what he is, and he's well included here. Didn't need anything else. Quality, some of the orangish yellow bricks there are, you can kind of, they're not, this is a problem with bricks of that color, where you can see the darker ones underneath them, so that's something to watch out for. Don't mind the stickers either, and $10, that's that perfect impulse buy for a kid who doesn't have that much money. So for this, this is everything a kid likes: ninjas, cars. So all in all, the set does get a 9.5 out of 10 from me. Again, highly recommend it for your little one if they like it. If you're an adult and you collect the Ninjago line, this is a fine addition to your collection. It's more of a parts pack at that point though, because you do have some nice parts here, especially that new mold for those wheels are very useful, I can see, for mock builder. So that does it for this video. Comment below, let me know your thoughts on the set. Always look forward to having a discussion with you guys. Please comment. It really helps with the algorithm. Also, what helps is subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Ring that bell so you're actually notified when I upload new content. All that jazz. It really helps out the channel, you guys. And with that said, I will see you in the next video. Until next time, stack on.